Tripp advice.
1, 2, 3 psychological tricks to get a girl to fall in love with you. And yes, this stuff is very powerful, and yes, it works. But you gotta realize that it's not just a couple tricks that you're gonna do to actually get a girl to fall in love with you. There's a lot more to it, but I do wanna help you out and give you some cool little hacks that do help in terms of connecting with someone just a little bit faster and a little bit deeper than you would normally do if you guys were just having normal conversations, and I think you're gonna like these. So I should tell you that these are going to be used when you start to date somebody. Some of these can be used maybe when you first meet a girl, but you're not going to get a girl to fall in love with you from the initial interaction. Love, to me, is more of a deeper connection that you have with someone and really understanding them on that less superficial level. And so some of the tips I'll be giving you are ones that, again, you're going to be using more so when you already know her, you've been on a few dates, you guys have been seeing each other. All right, first let's talk about breaking the touch barrier. This is very important in order to form a deeper connection with someone. There have been many studies done that have been showing us that when you break the touch barrier, when you have actual physical contact with someone, and even something as simple as just a light touch on the arm, this is something that makes you feel more connected to the person. Of course, we're mammals, right? We have been held since we were children, so we develop a connection through touch. And that is very important in terms of getting someone to feel that deeper connection with you. So one of my tips in this area is make sure that you're breaking the physical barrier as soon as possible. Again, something as very simple as just shaking her hand, touching her arm, anything like that as soon as possible. And of course, once you guys are on dates, it might end up leading to more than that, like going for the kiss. But absolutely, as soon as you can, break that touch barrier so you can form that type of connection. Right now, Brittany and I are at the Theva Hotel, and we're very excited to be here to take kind of a break from some of the other hotels and get into something a little bit more luxurious. As you can see, there's an amazing view behind me, and we were so happy to be here so we can get cozy. I'm actually going to give you a tour of the room right now.
Celebrate all my success without crossing a line. Now it's like we're scared of getting good, 'cause we know that truth is that we could. Yeah, we know that we might actually work, and the truth is that we could. But maybe it's over.
Now, I know you're probably thinking here like, okay, that's it, like break the touch barrier and now she's in love with me. No, this is just one thing, right? I'm giving you a few things on this video, and I give you a lot of techniques and mindsets on other videos and podcasts and all those things. So it's really about putting all this together and becoming that attractive guy, and then working on creating that deep connection with somebody. And so another way to connect with a girl, to feel closer to a girl, is actually tell her something personal about yourself. It can be even as something as personal as a secret, something about you, something that's private, because when you do that, that person already feels closer to you because they feel like they know something about you that not a lot of other people know. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a link in the description below to one of my videos called the 36 questions that make a girl fall in love with you, because there's been a study done about 36 questions that really work to be able to connect with the girl that you're with. So you can pick a bunch from there. And here's the thing, it's not just about asking them the question, but it's about telling them the answer to some of those questions or something personal about yourself, because that's what's going to make them connect. And then of course, you can ask the question to them too, so you can feel a connection with them as well. And so this is not just a bunch of fluff and theory. There have actually been studies done on this stuff of asking these deeper questions versus the small talk questions. There's a study done at Stony Brook University, where actually my brother used to work over in New York, and they did a study there that showed that people got closer within 45 minutes of having deeper conversation and answering and asking more personal questions. So if you're dating a girl for a while, make sure that you get to that. Make sure you get to that core, because that small talk only lasts so long. And let me tell you something, if you can't get there, or if you feel uncomfortable doing that with the girl, that might be a sign that the girl that you're with is not going to be the one for you, because you guys are just not getting that like pre-connection vibe before you guys end up going deeper. This is why I've been wearing a hat for so long, because this hair is getting out of control. Another way to really connect with someone and start to form a deeper bond with them is having shared values. Now here's the thing. Of course, you could lie about this and you could find out the values of the person you're dating and just give her examples or say that you have the same things, but why would you want to do that? Because then eventually, if you do get into a relationship with that girl, it's not going to work out. So you really want to hunt for these similar values that you might have with a girl. And that is a way to be able to connect with them faster and deeper. There have been studies that have been done that have showed that when you have those similar traits or values, it's easier for a person to like you. And in this case, if you've been dating them for a while, then it gives them the opportunity to even fall in love with you. So right now, I'm going to just read off a list of values, because I know that might sound kind of funny to you. Like, what do you mean values? What is he talking about? So I just looked it up online. You can just type in list of values, and I'll give you a few right now. And these are things that are your ideals, your beliefs, and the things that you run your life by and the things that you stick by. So some of these are adventure, compassion, faith, friendships, humor, meaningful work, optimism, religion, security, spirituality, trustworthiness, wisdom. So those are just a few, to name some. And I think that you should be looking that up as well. I think you should go online and figure out what are your values, because you want to find a girl that is going to share those values with you. It's going to make you guys connect better. It's going to make you fall in love. It's going to make the relationship last. If you find someone who doesn't share those same values as you, what's going to happen is down the road, you guys are going to start to come to arguments, because you're going to have different opinions in terms of how you see life or how you see things going on in the relationship. And we don't want that. So find out what your values are and hunt for them when you're talking to a girl. Have the conversation with her to find out what it is that she values. I would even ask her, I would say, so what are some of the things that you value in life? Like, I would say that question, what do you value in life? And that's a great way to get to know someone. And plus, even asking that question, people love to share things about themselves, which is kind of like a bonus tip there. People love to share anything about them. They like to talk about themselves. And this is a bonus, because when people talk about themselves around you, it makes them feel good. It makes them feel good around you, which then helps you guys connect even more. This is amazing. I'm staying here now, like I said earlier, at the Theva residency. You've only been here for a few hours, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. If you guys ever find yourself out in Sri Lanka, and then you find yourself smack dab in the middle of the country in a beautiful city called Kandy, there is this place, and I highly recommend it. Like I said, I've only been here for a few hours, and I'm just absolutely loving it. It's a shame that it's only going to be one night, because then we got to move on to the next town, which you'll see on tomorrow's video. And I want to thank you, by the way, for sticking with me throughout all these vlogs. We're a strong community. We're only growing stronger. We're a strong 500,000, and it's growing every single day. So stick around, because more videos, more advice, more good stuff to help you get the girl, find the girl, attract the girl, and have the dating life that you really want. So we're going to keep doing this. If you want to learn more about how to connect with women, don't forget I have my program called Get Her Hooked at getherhooked.com. I'll put that in the description below. And cheers for now. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.